Hey everyone, Shawn Sav Mu, and today we're going to be talking about this amazing move that baseball players use. Everybody's been, you've played softball in your youth. The things that you can do with your baseball swing are really going to help you with your golf swing, especially in the width of your swing and in the transition from the backswing to the downswing. That's where the power is generated. And this is why you don't want to miss this show. And of course, before we continue, we would love for you to become a part of Wisdom in Golf. So please subscribe to the channel.
Leave a comment or question down below.
And please hit that bell so you don't miss any future episodes. Notice
who's got the mic. I bat lefty, and when I'm waiting for my pitch, you'll notice, I'm staying pretty narrow in my stance, and when the ball is coming, I go from this relaxed position to very wide. So you notice as my arms get thrown wide, we're going from, a lot of people have been talking about this over-the-top swing that they're teaching now. And, we've never been over the top or under the top or anything like that. Does it match the picture that you want to send into or not? And you'll notice Savannah tends to come a little inside and then on plane. And this is exactly what we're doing in baseball. We're inside and then we're on plane. And that has to do with where do you want to send the baseball? So I was the home run hitter in my team. I'm looking for 45 degrees up between first and second base. That's where I hit my home runs. So I'm waiting for a pitch that matches that picture. And when the pitch comes, everything gets thrown wide and the kinetic chain engages. So the golf swing is basically that. The backswing is to get the width, is to heave the arm club unit into a nice wide backswing. And then from there, we're able to get that kinetic chain so that we can send the ball out into the field. So the focus is out there. It's not wait for the ball to come in front of you and then swipe at it. It's where do I want to put it? There, the pitch is coming. There's where I'm going to strike it to get it over the fence between first and second base. So we're got a little par 3 here. It's 160 yards into about a 1.5 to 2 club wind. And so I'm going to be playing my 180 club with a little fade. I've got my intermediate point here in front of me. And what I'm trying to do now in my rehearsal swing is heave my arm club unit into a wide backswing that would match that direction. So I'm heaving it wide and then throwing it wide in the direction where I want to start the ball. So left edge of that would basically be the cell tower, and I'm going to fade it back towards the academy building where the center flag is. Okay, so here we go. Gather wide, throw it wide. I'm going to heave it wide and throw it wide. That felt amazing. Coming right back toward the center of the green. There we go. All right. So another way of looking at this is imagine you're a lumberjack and you've got the axe in your hands and you're going to heave the axe wide and then use the weight of the axe to deliver through the tree. Now, if you look at Cameron Young and Will Zalatoris, so you have two very wide backswings that are, you're creating some nice width in there so that you can whip through the ball and into that picture very, very easily. So we're creating effortless width. So if I get into my position here with my axe, there's my axe. I'm going to heave it wide and deliver it through and into the direction I want that ball to start. Not bad. Now, one of the cool things that you do that Scotty Scheffler does, and you know, when you look at Scotty Scheffler's swing, you know, with our classical training through the years, you'd say, well, a lot of the times he's over the top, where he's a little bit underneath and then brings it up in his transition. And that's typically what you tend to do. So it's actually under and on the plane, which is very, very much like baseball. So this move has been used by so many great players throughout the years, like Nancy Lopez would be one for you, you know, Scotty Scheffler, and there's a couple of other players on tour that are significantly, quote unquote, over the top. But when you see them come through, the club head is still following the hands from the inside into the direction they want to start that ball. So you got your direction that you want to go into? Oh man, what a shot. Gorgeous. So there's 165 7-iron into a 2-club wind. And you watch this swing in stop action, you'll see exactly what we're talking about. And when you compare it to a baseball hitter, you'd be a great baseball hitter, Sav. All right? At address, what are you getting ready to do?
Right now what's working is the kettlebell against the door frame.
All right, so we have this wonderful drill called kettlebell against door frame. So imagine I had a kettlebell here and the ball was a door frame. I would use the weight of the kettlebell to stamp the door frame. So in essence, I am heaving the kettlebell into the backswing and using the weight of that kettlebell to stamp that sucker through.
Yeah, to the target.
Let's have a look and see if that's the body language you have.
Okay.
Not bad. Great miss.
Yeah.
Thin to win, Moo. So what club you got, by the way?
I got 9 because we got some wind in the face. So usually that's my pitching wedge.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little 9-iron.
Yeah.
So notice his position at address where his arms are right below his shoulders. He can really feel the weight of his arms and club, and he's using that as his kettlebell, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Face is a little open on that.
I know, but really, really flush.
Yeah.
That was a great looking shot. Much better. And that, notice that released, so the weight of the baseball bat, and that's what's really cool about baseball. It's a nice, heavy object. What's the first thing you do if you go to a friendly baseball match? You see which bat suits you best.
Right, that's right.
Right? So I went to the store and picked this one. I felt the weight of this thing, and it felt like I could really, you know, deliver nicely.
Yeah.
It wasn't too light that it, you know, that I felt I wasn't going to compress it, but it wasn't too heavy where it felt I was going to have difficulty moving it.
Yeah, that's right.
So once you feel the right weight on the bat, you etch your initials in there. That's yours, and you know what to pick next time you're at bat.
Yeah.
And you don't have to fumble through all those bats.
Yeah.
And now we've got something very substantial that we can use the weight of.
Right.
And that's what it looks like when you're hitting the shots.
Yeah.
Bingo. Golf shot. Get in the hole. Oh,
That was nice.
that was so sweet. Right on, Moo.
Thanks, Shawn.
Nice work, man.
Appreciate it.
So take a look at that. Get some practice in with your baseball swing. Get your old bat out of the mothballs and do some swings in the backyard. Enjoy that. And once you got that feel, you want to basically embed that feel in your golf swing. All the best.